Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Blue Lock Rivals and talking about one of the most exciting mechanics in the game, styles. If you've played any other Blue Lock inspired Roblox games, you'll know how crucial these are. Think of styles like your ultimate weapons or game-changing skills. There's what let you break through defenses, set up insane plays out of nowhere, and finish shots from angles that make no sense. Whether you're looking to dominate 1v1s or pull off highlight reel goals, the right style can take you from a decent player to an absolute monster on the field. But here's the deal, not all styles are created equal, right? Some will have you flying past defenders like a blur, while others might leave you feeling, well, a little underwhelmed. That's why we've put together this Blue Lock Rivals style tier list to help you figure out which ones are worth mastering and which you can skip. Stick around to find out which styles will make you the MVP and which ones you might want to leave on the bench. Let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking styles in Blue Lock Rivals. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks.
The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Chigiri. So, let's talk about Chigiri style in Blue Lock Rivals, a speed-based style that will make you feel like you're being shot out of a cannon. Seriously, if you've ever wanted to leave defenders in the dust, this is your go-to pick. But here's the thing, speed without skill is just chaos. You can zip across the field like a lightning bolt, but if you can't control the ball or play smart, you're just running laps. So yeah, Chigiri style is all about turning your pace into a deadly weapon, if you master it. Now, let's break down the skills. First up, the C skill. This one's simple but powerful. Your speed goes way up, whether you're sprinting freely or charging down the field with the ball. You're basically untouchable. Then, there's the V skill, which is a lifesaver. It instantly refills your stamina bar and locks it, so it doesn't drain for a short time. If you're the type to burn through stamina like there's no tomorrow, this move is your reset button. Finally, the B skill gives you a short, snappy dash forward, and you can use it up to 3 times in a row. Picture this, juking defenders left and right while zipping past them like you're Neo from the Matrix. But here's the catch, Chigiri style isn't just about mashing dash buttons and hoping for the best. To make the most of it, you need to read the field like a pro. When to dash, when to reset, and when to let your speed do the talking. If you can pull that off, you'll be dominating plays before the other team even knows what hit them. So, is Chigiri the fastest style out there? Absolutely. But remember, you've got to pair that speed with some serious skill, or you'll just be running circles for nothing. The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Gagamaru, Bachira, and Isagi. Alright, let's dive straight into the wild world of Blue Lock Rivals and talk about some of the B tier styles. Now, you might be wondering, why B tier? Are they bad? Well, not exactly. These styles have their unique strengths, but they do have a few quirks that might make them a bit trickier to master. They're like that hidden gem that you can totally rock once you get the hang of it, but it will take some time to make it your own. First up, we've got Gagamaru. This beast of a goalkeeper is a total animal when it comes to instincts and reflexes. Imagine having a goalie that can predict where the ball is going before you even blink. Pretty cool, right? But here's the catch. His moves are pretty situational. His C skill, the scorpion kick, is awesome for blocking shots, but doesn't always come in clutch. His V skill is where it gets fun. If you're in the 18-yard box, you get a major speed boost and a reduced dive cooldown. But if you step out of the box, you're throwing yourself into a diving header move that kicks the ball in the opposite direction. It's a bit of a gamble, but can totally surprise your opponent. And let's not forget his B skill, the handstand block. Yes, you read that right, which is as cool as it sounds but requires perfect timing. Then there's Bachira, the unpredictable bad boy of the bunch. If you love being a bit cheeky and leaving your opponents wondering what just happened, this is your guy. Bachira's skills are all about dribbling and breaking ankles, but mastering him is definitely a challenge. His C skill lets him dash a short distance to steal the ball, which is pretty handy when you're trying to snatch it away from a fast opponent. His V skill though, it's a nutmeg move where you send the ball flying through your opponent's legs and then zoom ahead with a burst of speed. Now, that's some slick play right there, but the real fun comes with his B skill, a series of step overs and a dash through the opponent with the ball, leaving defenders in the dust. But beware, because against faster players, Bachira can be a bit too hard to handle. Moving on to Isagi, the all-arounder that's perfect for beginners who want to learn the ropes without diving into the deep end too quickly. Isagi's style isn't flashy, but it's solid and reliable. His C skill has you bouncing the ball and shooting a powerful volley. Nothing too wild, just a nice, strong shot. His V skill, a direct lob pass that can set up a teammate for a sweet goal. It's simple but effective. Now, his B skill is where Isagi really shines for those who are still figuring out the game. It gives you meta vision. This allows you to see where other players are, what they're doing, and where the ball's headed, making it way easier to plan your next move. It's perfect for learning the flow of the game, but once you get more advanced, you might crave something with a bit more spice. Now, let's break it down. Gagamaru is a goalie you want to get familiar with if you like a more defensive playstyle. He's got the instincts, but you really have to time those moves right to make them count. Bachira is a whole different vibe. If you're feeling a bit cheeky and love breaking ankles, this is your guy. But be warned, he's tricky to control, so it's not for the faint of heart. Isagi is like your trusty sidekick for beginners. Reliable and balanced, but not the most exciting once you get the hang of things. These B-tier styles each bring something unique to the table, so it's all about playing to their strengths and figuring out how to make them work for you. So, which one should you pick? Well, it all depends on your playstyle. If you love defense, Gagamaru's reflexes and handstand block might just be your thing. But if you're all about showing off with slick dribbles and unpredictable moves, Bachira is the way to go. And for those still learning the ropes, Isagi gives you a solid foundation with a bit of extra vision to see what's happening on the field. Whatever you choose, these B-tier styles are definitely worth considering once you know how to get the most out of them. The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Nagi and Kinger. Let's dive into two A-tier styles from Blue Lock rivals that really stand out when it comes to precision and power on the field. If you're looking for something that will make you a serious threat, these two should be at the top of your list. One is all about teamwork and delivering perfect passes, while the other is all about taking charge and manipulating the goalkeeper. Let's break it down. First up, we have Nagi. This style is the definition of finesse. You're not going to be running around taking the ball from everyone, but what you will do is make sure your passes are spot on. Nagi is all about efficiency, and teamwork is key to making this one work. His signature move, Trap, lets you leap into the air and control the ball without getting interrupted. It's perfect for those moments when you need to pass the ball precisely to a teammate, but you also need to avoid getting knocked off the ball. So, if your teammates know their stuff and can follow your lead, you're going to set up some pretty spectacular plays. Now, let's talk about the skills Nagi brings to the table. First, his C skill lets you trap the ball mid-air, whether you have it or not. It's like a little pause button in the air where you can set up your next move. Then there's the V skill. Dash out of that trap in any direction. If you've just got a perfect ball to a teammate, you'll need this quick dash to get into a good position for the next pass. Finally, Nagi's B skill is a volley feint that transitions into a powerful volley. If you've tricked the defense with your feint, that volley will be a thing of beauty. It's the kind of style where every move has purpose, and it rewards you when you play smart and stay patient. On the flip side, we have King, one of the most solo play focused styles in the game. If you're the kind of player who loves to take control of the field and be the one to make things happen, King's the style for you. He's got a couple of powerful skills that will leave goalkeepers struggling. First, let's talk about charge. This allows you to zigzag while running, making it way harder for defenders to predict your next move. It's perfect for dodging defenders and making sure you're always in a position to fire off a shot. And then there's King's impact. This one is all about the shot. You're charging up to take a super powerful shot that will send the goalkeeper into panic mode. It's a move that demands confidence because when you use it, you better make sure it counts. But here's the kicker. King isn't as team-friendly as Nagi. This style is all about you and your own ability to create those opportunities. If you're the kind of player who loves to run solo, outmaneuver defenders, and smack in some absolute rockets, King's definitely your go-to. King's skills are just as solid as his style. His C skill lets you shoot a high arching volley, ideal for those moments when you're just outside the box and want to take a cracking shot. Then there's the V skill. This one gives you a burst of speed and lets you sprint forward. Just keep in mind there's a little end lag, so make sure you plan your moves accordingly. Finally, King's B skill is a major upgrade. You get that same burst of speed, but with no end lag, and you can constantly change direction. It's perfect for shaking off defenders and getting into prime shooting positions, no matter how much pressure you're under. So, whether you're the kind of player who thrives on teamwork and precision like Nagi, or the kind of lone wolf who loves to control the pace and blast goals like King, These A-tier styles have something for everyone. They each bring a unique flavor to the game, and when used right, they'll elevate your play to a whole new level. Choose wisely and get out there and dominate. The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Sae, Rin, and Shido. Alright, now that we've talked about some of the lower tier styles, let's dive into the real heavy hitters, our S tier styles. These are the ones that turn the game around, leaving defenders shaking in their boots. If you're lucky enough to get your hands on these players, you'll be pulling off moves that make everyone on the field go, how did they even do that? Let's start with Sae, a total genius playmaker. If you're looking for someone who can make those pinpoint passes and score from crazy angles, Sae is your guy. His C move? Oh, it's as smooth as butter. A perfect pass, no matter how far, right to the person you're aiming for. His awakening move is the stuff of legends. Imagine this, a cross elastico nutmeg on the nearest opponent, a dash behind them, and then a shot straight into the goal. The crowd goes wild every time. And that V move, he just breezes past opponents like they're standing still. Absolute class. But wait, Rin's here to give Sae a run for his money. This guy is a tactical genius with deadly curves that make his shots nearly impossible to block. His C move lets him curve the ball perfectly, depending on where he is on the field. Whether it's a tight angle or a long shot, Rin nails it. When Rin awakens, he pulls off one of the most powerful shots you'll ever see, curving the ball with the outside of his foot. And just when you think you've got him, he can just toss you to the ground with his B move. Total game changer. Now, Shido is all about power and aggression. He's the type of player you love to have on your team, but dread facing. His dragon drive shot is one of the most powerful moves in the game, and his big bang drive bicycle kick is no joke either. You don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those. Shido's C move has him bouncing the ball up and taking a killer drive shot in the direction he's facing. It's fast, it's strong, and it's hard to defend. His V move lets him bounce the ball up, jump, and take a powerful header that sends the ball flying toward the goal. And then there's Shido's B move, which is where things get truly wild. He flicks the ball up into the air and unleashes a bicycle kick that can leave any goalie wishing they had just stayed home. The way he moves on the field is electrifying, and if you get caught in his path, you'll feel every bit of that power. He's all about creating chaos and finding those opportunities to score. Let's be real, if you've got any of these three on your team, you're in for a serious advantage. They've got all the skills needed to dominate the field, whether it's with precision, speed, or raw power. Sae's clever plays, Rin's deadly accuracy, and Shido's overwhelming force are the kinds of moves that make fans scream and defenders sweat. But it's not just about being flashy. These styles can change the entire flow of the game. You'll see defenses crumble under the pressure. Players who are normally untouchable become sitting ducks when faced with these insane moves. Whether it's Sae making the perfect pass, Rin curling in a shot that no one saw coming, or Shido blasting through defenses like a wrecking ball, they all have that wow factor that makes them so special. And that's what makes them S tier. They aren't just about being good, they're about being game defining. When these players step onto the field, it's like they've rewritten the rules. You're not just playing the game anymore, you're controlling it. So, if you've got one of these players in your roster, you're in for some incredible moments. If not, well, you might want to start planning your next upgrade. These S tier styles don't just play the game, they change it. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.